Hello, and welcome to this episode in the Basics series entitled Installing the Orion Software. I'm John Becker with Shooters Technology, makers of the Orion scoring system software and the Athena electronic scoring target. In this episode, we will cover getting your software installed and set up, whether you are new to Orion or installing on a new computer. The steps we'll cover in this video are downloading the software, launching and completing the installation. Then we'll add your license file to the software, whether this is through the more convenient download code or copying your license from your account page. And finally, we'll install the scanner drivers. This will enable you to get started using the Orion software. Let's get started by opening a browser and going to orionscoringsystem.com. You will log in to your account page. This information was provided in your initial welcome email. Next, you'll want to select down under Software Downloads under Quick Links. You'll want to select the current production version for either the Orion scoring system or the version that includes Athena if you have the Athena system. So I'm going to go ahead and start this download by selecting it. It's a relatively small file. It should download fairly quickly. Now that the file has downloaded, you can open it just like any other Windows software download by double-clicking it or going to your Downloads file. You'll be presented with some fairly standard Windows installation prompts. It'll ask you where you want to install it. Generally, the defaults are just fine, but if you want to change them, you can alter them in here. You do the install. You may get prompted off screen asking you if you want to allow this app to make changes to your device. Please select yes, and then it will go ahead and complete the download. Once you're back here, you'll want to select finish. You can leave this box checked to launch the software. If not, if this was unchecked, you can go to your desktop and find the Orion icon and double click that. But we're going to go ahead and launch the software. The first time you launch the software, you're going to be presented with a couple of choices. If you recently purchased the software and need step-by-step instructions, you can do that. If you're already familiar with Orion and need to install my license, or I'm unfamiliar with Orion and taking over from a previous coach. So any of those are valid. I'm going to go ahead and select I'm familiar and just need to install my license. Now, you can do this either from copying from your account page, or you can use a download code. This is a one-time use download code from, you should have received it in your welcome email. Again, this code is going to be unique to each user, but this just happens to be the code I was assigned. I'll click download and was successfully installed. We just demonstrated how to use the download code for a first-time install. I just want to go ahead and review how to copy your license from your account page. So again, back to orionscoringsystem.com. If you log into your account, down on the left-hand side, there is a copy license to clipboard. You can go ahead and select that and copy it. Then open up Orion and you go to to Help, License, and you can go ahead and paste from clipboard. It'll add the same license file that we did with the download. So either way is valid. You don't have to do both of them. But we'll continue on with installing the scanner drivers. Don't forget to click Save. Once it restarts, you are able to view that your software is up to date. You're presented with the welcome screen. One further step I want to go ahead and do is install our scanner drivers. So under Tools, Install Canon Scanner Drivers, you'll be presented with a list. This has to correspond with which model of Canon scanner you have. I currently have a DRM260 attached to my machine, so I will select that. It will tell you, you will see a green status bar up here, but it'll also tell you it's running in the background. It may take a couple of minutes. Basically, click OK, and then once this green status bar completes its downloads, you'll again be presented probably off screen. This might be a black screen right now that just says, do you want to allow this app to make changes? Please select yes. And then it'll go through the install process, again, very similar to what we just saw or with any other Windows product. And for the most part, these are direct from Canon. You just want to allow the defaults. Modify is the first time. You can go back and repair or remove it. So I'm going to modify it. I'm going to leave it in the directories it suggests and just let it complete its installation. This should only take a minute or two. Then once you're presented with the completed window, you can click Finish. And just for good measure, I like to restart my program, again by double-clicking on the icon on the desktop. And you're back to your welcome screen and you're good to go. So again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also hit the notification bell to be notified when future videos are available. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to check our helpful guides on the website or email or call the office for additional support.